Hi, I'm Angie Viehman, and welcome to Totally Clutch. This is the podcast for women like you to find ways to simplify your business and personal life. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode is posted. All right, welcome back to another episode of Totally Clutch. This is the Clutch Businesses podcast and vlog, and I'm Angie Viehman, your host. So in our last episode, we talked about annual planning for the business and the life that you want. And something that might pop up once you reach a certain amount in revenue in your business is the need to start beefing up your team. Now, I want you to take just a minute and see how that feels in your body. See how considering adding a serious staff member to your team, see how that feels. And I want to do that because it can be really uncomfortable for a lot of entrepreneurs to start thinking about adding people to their team beyond, just a part-time virtual assistant or an entry-level position or something like that, right? Heck, it's even uncomfortable for some of us to consider adding those types of team members to our staff, right? So as your business grows into six figures, low to mid six-figure range and above, you're probably finding yourself overworked. You might be finding that things are slipping through the cracks, and you might want more business, but you don't have the time to go out and get it. And honestly, you wouldn't know what to do if you did get it, right? You just can't. You're kind of at your breaking point. So things are going okay with the business you have now, but maybe you're starting to get emails a little bit more frequently from disappointed customers. Or maybe your staff is starting to turn over more than they used to. The staff that you do have. You might find that you have a lot of ideas, but you can't get them out of your head, right? And they're great ideas. They're amazing ideas. Other people would be excited about them too, right? And you're probably starting to wonder what you got yourself into, right? Like, this is not what you thought it was going to be like to run a business. It feels crazy. It feels chaotic. It feels like you're never able to do the things that you want to do. So you're probably not also making the money that you want, and you're not as happy as you imagined that you would be when you got to this point. What the heck is that all about, right? So it might be time then to invite a right hand into your business, someone that can make sure that the right things are getting done at the right time by the right people and in the right way. So someone that can manage the team, someone that can make sure that customers are getting everything that they need and much, much more, right? Someone that can take those big, beautiful ideas out of your head and put them into action. And somebody that comes to you proactively with issues in a calm, supportive demeanor, instead of you like bolting awake in the middle of the night with, a list of things that you want to change or look at or aren't sure if they even got done, right? And I'm sure that we've all done that before. I know for sure I have. So I know it's hard to wrap your head around the idea that chaos isn't mandatory to running a business. But that issue is real. It doesn't have to be that way. Business managers, COOs, fractional COOs, online business managers, all of these people are freaking unicorns when you get to the low to mid six-figure revenue range. And the beauty of 2021 is that you can hire a fractional COO, so a fractional chief operations officer, or an online business manager. This is a position that's becoming more and more common, especially, in 2021. You can hire them part-time. So you get all of that benefit and you don't have to commit to a full-time position, which is a whole lot less scary than having to step right into that full-time hire, right? So you get all the benefit and you don't have to break the bank to do it. And you get all of that extra space to create and build the business that you always dreamed of. And it's actually somebody else's responsibility to figure out how to make it happen. So you don't have to go from that idea. You'll never find yourself, I guess a better way to say it is, you'll never find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be so cool if I could do X? Oh, but then I'd have to do this and I'd have to do this. And gosh, I don't know how to do that, right? You would never, ever find yourself in that position again because you just say, wouldn't it be cool if, and you've got this, fractional COO, this online business manager that's like, you're right, that would be pretty freaking cool. And I know exactly how to make it happen. We need this, we need this, we need this. And you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know how we're going to do it. Right? Doesn't that sound freaking amazing? So this is such an important step. Beyond it sounding amazing, this is such an important step in your business because as we talked about in our episode about, building a business that lasts, a lot of businesses don't make it past the first couple of years. And a lot of that has to do with owners thinking that they have to do it all themselves and never being willing to make that investment in hiring somebody that can help them actually run their business. They think that they have to do all of that. They have to have the ideas. They have to run the business. They have to manage all the people. They have to watch the money. They have to do all of these things, right? So the people that get stuck thinking that they have to do it all are the people that have a really hard time lasting, making the money that they want, all of those things, right? Like if you want to make the money that you're making, think about, and you probably have, but think about how much work that's going to take. It's kind of scary. It's freaky, right? It's just impossible is what it is. So eventually you have to bring on somebody that is doing it. And these fractional COOs and online business managers are such a great solution because again, they're part-time. You don't have to hire them on. I mean, a good online business manager can totally kick ass for 10 hours a week. And that's a doable investment for most businesses in the mid six-figure range, even low six-figure range, okay? So OBMs are really changing the world and they're making entrepreneurs happy all across the land. And it's a big step and I recognize that. And, it's a big and it's probably an unfamiliar step. So if you want to learn more about what that could look like, for your particular business, set up a time to talk with me. You can visit clutchbusinesses.com and schedule, just a half an hour discovery call or, meet and greet, whatever. Because I'm actually a certified OBM. I have extensive experience. My entire career basically has been in operations and product development, being a right hand to a CEO or, being a really incremental part, not an incremental part, a really important part of making those ideas come to fruition. So I have a lot of experience. I've seen it done in a lot of different companies, a lot of different industries, all that type of stuff. And so I promise, just because I'm a certified OBM doesn't mean that I'm going to be trying to sell you my services, but I really love to see what can happen for a business when they start to consider these things, when they start to take these steps. And so whether you take it with me or somebody else I think it's important to be able to just talk freely, to start to envision what this could look like. And I would love to have that conversation with you. So please, feel free to reach out to, schedule a time for us to talk, and, reach out with any questions that you might have as well. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And, I believe in you and I believe in your business above all else. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode is posted. Rate and review this podcast and share it with all of your friends. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you're leaving with some great things that can help you move from hustle to flow, because I believe in you and your business. Until next time.